Hi, I now want to prove the chain rule. The chain rule is used to determining the derivative of a function that is too hard and too time-consuming to differentiate. So the chain rule makes it possible to determine the derivative by dividing the function up into two, making the derivative formula f prime of x equals f prime of u times x prime u prime of x. So first I want to show how the chain rule is used in practice to gain an understanding of how it looks. So I've chosen to apply the chain rule on the following formula. F of x equals natural log of 3x cubed plus 2x squared. So first we divide the function up into two, into the x and the u, and calculate the derivatives for the functions respectively. So here I've divided them up, so this is my x and this is my u inside the parentheses. This is shown below here as well, where I've calculated the derivatives using the power rule. So the derivative of f prime of u is equal to 1 over u. The derivative for u of x is 9x squared plus 4x. So when accounting for the derivative of an original function, we have to multiply f prime of u with u prime of x. So I plotted the values in here. So my derivative of f of x is equal to 1 over u times 9x squared plus 4x. So because we know our u value that we calculated up here, we can actually plot it in, which I've done here over here, leaving me with f prime of x equal to 1 over 3x squared plus 2x squared times 9x squared plus 4x. This here is my f prime of u, and this over here is my u prime of x. This leaves us with the derivative f prime of x equals 9x squared plus 4x over 3x squared plus 2x squared. So now I want to prove the chain rule. My delta u is the change in u prime with respect to the change of x, delta x in x. So this is shown here. My delta u is equal to u of x plus delta x minus u of x. Again, the delta f is the change in f prime with respect to the change of delta u in u. Again, this means that the delta f is equal to f of u plus delta u minus f of u. So the derivative for f of x can be written as delta f over delta x times delta u over delta x. So this can also be written by limit, using limits. So when limit of delta u approaching 0 of f of u plus delta u minus f of u over the delta u times limit of delta x when tends to 0 of u of x plus delta x minus u of x over delta x. So this right here is the f prime of u, where this here is the u prime of x, meaning that, we've just proven the chain rule here.